and welcome to another YouTube video. I'm going to be reviewing this album by The Game. It's called The Docermentary. This is the first one. I've reviewed The Docermentary 2 and 2.5. Now I'm here to do this album, which is a classic album. Starts with an intro to introduce the album. Then we go into West Side Story, where he's rhyming, going in hard, the beat is banging, really great song, great intro. I like the way he rhymes over it. It's aggressive, it's street. I think this is a really great opening track. Then we have the next song, Dreams. Great song. Love the concept. He talks about his personal life, going through that coma when he got shot, and he talks about his life and how he made it in the music business. He talks about his dreams. He makes a tribute to a lot of people, and he mentions a lot of influences in his culture, in his music, etc., which I think is a really nice retrospect, and I think this is a really great song. It's about dreams. Yeah, I think that's a really like that song. And we have Hate It or Love It, single with 50 Cent on the hook. The song is about him growing up poor, being in the inner city, in the ghetto areas, and trying to survive it. That's what I got out of that song. Is saying hate it or love it. We're the underdogs on top, basically, and we come from the gutter, etc. That's what I got out of that song. Really good. I really enjoyed the track. Very retrospect, really lyrical track. And then we have Higher, which is I like that song. I love the production on it. Got that Dr. Dre production with Eminem, etc. I can hear that in that song. The lyrics are good. Good lyrical track. Very storytelling, etc. Then we have How We Do, a single, which is a club track, first single. I think that was a good song. I think that is what launched his career and launched this album well. And I think that's a really good song. Then Don't Need Your Love, which I think is a great song. Again, he's saying he doesn't need people's love, etc. He can do it on his own, etc. He talks about that. Then we have Church for Thugs. Is basically talks about people that grow up gutter and thugs, that lifestyle, and he says that he's talking about them going to church, and he says they need a church, feel positive, etc. That's what I got. Good. Then I got Put You On The Game. I think that's a really great track. Then we have Start From Scratch, which is again about starting up and starting to make it big in the hip hop, etc. And I think that's really good. There he's saying how he wants to rebuild and etc. and really wants to make it big in the music business. That's what I got out of that. Then we have the documentary. He talks about his musical influences. He gives a documentary brief into what his lifestyle's like and how his life is growing up and some of the things he did. There's a bit of streetness to the song as well. Really enjoyed the track. Then we have Running, which is about running away from your problems, etc. and wanting to be commitment into the game, etc. Then we have We Ain't, featuring Eminem. This song, he talks about a lot of different things. He talks about hip-hop, he talks about the racism that goes on in the community, he talks about life in general. This is more of a conscious and political track because he talks about the police brutality, he talks about the hip-hop community rejecting white MCs, etc. I think that's what I got from that. Then where I'm from, he's saying where he's from, the ghetto again, etc. Street track, really love this song. Then we have Special, it's a love song. Like Father Like Son, again I really like that song. I really like that song. It's about the birth of his son, and I think he says how proud he is to be a father, etc. and it's the best thing ever, and he wants to be there for his son no matter what, even if him and the mother doesn't really get along, etc. and split up, etc. he still wants to be for his son, etc. He also made a part 2 to it on the documentary 2.5, which I talked about. This was the first installment. So yeah, I think this album, my summary of it, it's a quality album. I think it's better than Get Rich Die Trying. Personally, I prefer The Game to 50 Cent as a street rapper, etc. Because I think The Game, he has more punchlines, he has more with his bars. I think that's why I would rather listen to the documentary. Is my favourite out of that G-Unit 50 Cent camp. The documentary is my favourite album of it. I'll give it a 9.5 to a 10 out of 10. I think this is a quality album. I love 50 Cent's Get Rich Die Trying, but I think The Game is a better rapper, to be honest. That's my opinion. So